He's here. Thank you, Madam President.
Okay, you're welcome.
Luke is not here.
Luke is not here, but
Okay, I'm going to call the Merrillville Plan Commission meeting to order May 21st, 6:35. Okay, we will all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please take the roll call vote, Mr. Secretary.
Luke Rich. Mr. Holtz.
Here.
Ms. Chandler Felton.
Here.
Mr. Daring.
Here.
Madam Chairman,
Here.
I myself am here. Mr. Pettit.
here.
Okay, thank you,
We
Chris.
have a quorum.
Good. Continuing on, can I have a motion to approve the minutes of March 19th?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. The minutes are hereby approved.
All those in favor?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, all in favor, we have the minutes approved. Any communications today? No communications? I have no comments. Chairman has no comments. Any old business?
No old business, Madam Chairman.
No old business. Oh, she didn't turn it on.
I just want to make sure it's recorded. Yeah, it's recorded.
Any new business? Craig said it's recording. Okay, we will continue on to item 1, P3FP1-0524, WTS Incorporated Petitioner and West 61st Avenue LLC, located at 1549 East 61st Avenue. The request is final planned unit development approval on 4.2 acres in a C3 highway commercial zoning district. The purpose is a storage facility. Okay, Mr. Anderson, we've had a workshop. We've talked about it before. Give us your program tonight.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Richard Anderson, 9211 Broadway, Merrillville, Indiana. Before I start, I'm going to pass out the 2:30 version of the plans, but I want to confirm for you that I have a different set that you can all verify that changes the address from 1599 West 63rd Avenue to 1599 East. So I didn't want to cut down another tree to print them out.
Thank you.
But I do want you to know that, but I'll give you, this is the 2:30 version.
Thank you, sir. Got it.
Okay, Richard?
Roll.
Wow, attorney after attorney.
I'm telling you.
It's just brutal out there, isn't it?
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
His father-in-law's an attorney.
Yes, he is.
This is 63rd Avenue.
All right, so what do we got different?
Right ahead.
The new ones came
No worries.
after.
So this says west.
This is what I have.
Yeah,
Why printed this at like two? You got the same address on here as I have on mine, West.
it's a later, there's a later version.
Before I get started, I'm going to pass around that you guys can pass between you my one copy that says east. That will prove to Steve that it's been changed.
I believe. Bob and I had this conversation this afternoon, and I agreed.
Yeah, I checked it via email and made all the changes.
Yeah.
So by now, you're fairly familiar with the project. We have a letter from Robinson Engineering, which Bob Zaney will talk about, but I'll give you a copy. You should have got those out.
Now you have the wrong address on my letter.
Do you really? Yeah, you do.
Thank you, sir.
We can modify it. Can amend it.
You?
You have to get the right address
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Yes,
and all the stuff.
Thank you.
that'll be coming when they make the revision for the drainage easement.
I don't need it, sir. I have it. Thank you.
So this is for the final PUD recommendation. The drawings were tweaked for little things that needed to be done to them. The project's still the same as the project you've heard before. The two things that during the time since the workshop, the fire department came up with 1599 East 63rd Avenue, and I tried to negotiate for 1603, but I didn't get that, so it's 1599 East 63rd Avenue. The drawings that have been now submitted to the town have the correct address on them, not west, because we're east of Broadway. The entrance, if you remember, is located off of the old Mississippi Street. 54% climate controlled, totals 103,025 square feet, 600 units, 340 climate, 260 not. We talked about the construction materials before, the hours of operation. The one thing, if you look at the plan that you got, you can see that there's a space in order for in the driveway, in order for an easement. For some reason, Menards cut their easement for drainage diagonally to the pond. And so there's no easement for that, and so that's one thing that still is gonna be worked out. I think it probably needs to be worked out between the seller of the property and Menards. But basically where Menards should have been on this subdivision plan is on the far western edge against I-65. There is a drainage easement. But if you look at our plans, we don't have any buildings in that easement anyway. So basically, it's covered, and we'll take care of solidifying it so that if somebody needs to get in there, but that's something I think that'll happen between the seller and Menards. And then the engineering approval, I think, talks in terms of that. That's the one thing it talks about, and Bob Zaney can talk about that also. Construction, it would be about 1 year, no phasing, starting probably late summer this year. And the drainage, of course, is handled by the detention pond, which is part of the Opportunity subdivision. Any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
Have you contacted MCD?
I think the engineer has, but they will, for sure.
Well, we have to make sure about that. You're going to have a bathroom,
Well, one bathroom, yeah.
one bathroom, right?
Yeah, so I'm sure it won't be a problem.
Okay.
I think they have capacity for it, for one bathroom.
Yeah.
In fact, I just talked to them a day about a bigger project, and they said they had capacity for that, so
Okay.
I know they do.
What is the pleasure of the board? Comments, questions, Rick? Mr. Holtz?
On the retention pond, are you digging it lower? Are they doing anything to it?
We looked at all of the drainage calculations and checked it several times, went through it, and everything conveys to that pond, and there's enough storage capacity to handle this.
Okay. And then the letter that they submitted, it says substantial. What is that? To be in substantial compliance, is that?
It's just standard terminology.
Yeah, it's on every letter.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
I think with something came through quite a while ago, but it never went down. I think that the capacity over there was just gigantic for that entire area.
Yeah.
And this was like 10, 12 years ago, and nothing has changed over there.
Right, yeah, we looked at all of that.
Leona, questions?
No questions.
Mr. Bryan, what were you saying?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Chris?
Nothing at this time, Madam Chairman.
Sean Pettit?
No,
Staff.
Ricardo, does everything look okay with you? Everything looks okay?
Staff report?
Yes.
Yep.
Sheila, would you give us the staff report?
petitioner WTS Incorporated is requesting final plan unit development approval for the property located at 1599 East 63rd Avenue. The general location of the property is Mississippi Street north of Menards. The current zoning is C3 Highway Commercial. The size of the property is 4.2 acres, and the property is presently vacant. The petitioner proposed use is self-storage. The approximate size of the storage is 105,025 square feet, in which approximately 54% will be climate control, no outside storage. The drainage will be handled in the existing detention pond located to the northeast of the property. The hours of operation will be 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Saturday, closed Sunday. The gateway access will be from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. The traffic impact will be approximately 35 to 40 cars per day. After consultation with the Plan Commission members at the workshop session, petitioner has agreed to move the entrance to the new Mississippi, from the new Mississippi Street to 63rd Avenue near the original Mississippi Street.
Thank you. Well, according to the letter from Robinson Engineering, their recommendation for approval is contingent upon the developer, property owner paying all engineering fees before receiving, obtaining all required permits, paying all permit fees, and receiving all town approval. Do you agree with that, Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Okay. That will be done, correct?
Let it be said, let it be done.
Okay.
So, Ricardo, if there's a motion to approve, that should be read into the motion, that all engineering will be completed and all engineering fees, et cetera, will be paid by the petitioner.
Yes, that's the material aspect of the agreement. So
Well, that will be on contingency, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, board members, right now, could I have a motion to approve upon contingency that the owner pays all engineering fees before receiving, obtaining, or required permits, paying all permit fees, and receiving all town approvals?
So moved.
We have a
Second?
motion on the floor by Mr. Pettit. Can we have a second?
Second?
We have a second by Mr. Daring.
Madam President, just a reminder that this will come to you and Leona and I at the town council level. This is a PUD, this is a zone change. So
Okay.
that'll be addressed. That condition, Sheila, you may want to check Ricardo, when they create the PUD ordinance for the council,
We got-
that
we
the
got
letter
voice vote.
is referenced in that somehow from Bob. So we have it on record, right?
I think usually it is,
Yeah, okay.
letters.
It's in
Okay,
every
Mr.
letter.
Secretary, we will have a roll call vote.
Mr. Holtz?
We'll just, did we have to open it up to the audience or no?
No, this isn't advertised, is it, Sheila?
No, that's a preliminary.
Yeah.
That's all. Yes.
Ms. Chandler Felton? Aye. Mr. Daring?
Yes?
Madam Chairman?
Yes,
I myself am a yes. Mr. Pettit?
Yes.
That would be 5 yeses.
5 yeses and no, so
6 yes.
six
I'm sorry,
yeses.
six
Luke's the only
I
one
was
happens.
looking at Luke and thinking, well,
Luke's
yeah,
not
he's
here.
absent.
Said no.
Put a holiday
Okay,
on here.
Mr. Anderson.
That would help.
Thank you very
You
much.
are
Thanks,
so
Richard.
approved.
Good night, Richard.
Good night, Richard.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Okay.
It's a great
Now,
project.
I am told there's somebody in the audience who wants to speak. Before we adjourn our meeting, I will let you talk for 3 to 4 minutes because you are not on the agenda. But we will give you that courtesy. So who wants to come forward and speak about something? Please come forward.
Good to see you, Richard.
You have actually 4 to 5 minutes. Because you are not on the agenda, after this, you have to call to be on the agenda.
By the 15th.
Yeah.
Madam Chairperson, members of the commission, thank you for having us. My name is Bill Hutton. I'm an architect, and I'm representing all the people in the back of the room. on a project. Sheila has been very accommodating. We thank her very much, but I would like to not present anything now and be put formally on your agenda for the next meeting and not take your time.
Oh, that's all you want to say?
That's,
Okay.
we appreciate you.
Oh, okay, thank you. And what is the name of the project?
St. Francis Terrace Condo Towers.
And where is it located?
It's located over on Taft, near the Innsbrook Golf Course.
Near the Innsbrook Country Club or in that or on that property?
Near, adjacent to the property of the golf course,
North or south?
north.
Okay, north of the
My
country.
3 minutes are up.
It's-
No,
It's closer to Brookwood, give them the address, it's closer
Yeah.
to the Brookwood subdivision.
if you
Okay.
could give us a little taste of it, we'd
Yeah,
really
you whet our
appreciate.
appetite now.
Oh, well, we did want to do that. We're looking at 60 to maybe 80 condominiums, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom condominiums, and that might be able to go on maybe 6 or 7 parcels of property just to the north of the golf course.
I'm very familiar with that area. I've lived in town for 50-some years. My wife's lived here for 67.
It's a great area.
And I don't know where you're going to sandwich it in unless you tear down all those houses.
We have a couple of copies here, but again, I wanted to wait until we had a work session with Sheila and we submitted the formal 9 copies that you wanted.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
So can I speak on, can I say,
Please submit that to
Very
Sheila.
confused, because
We
I
don't
know
wanna get
Brookwood
into
well.
a long-
So
A
Stephen,
long meeting over this tonight,
Yeah.
Brian.
I'm sorry, Madam President. So Steve, Madam, and myself have already met with the gentleman.
Mr. Daly.
With Mr. Daly.
Yeah.
So maybe Steve can give some light.
so this is gonna be, just off of Taft, was it 63rd,
Right.
64th? Where Tagi's office is at.
Okay. The Arts Group, you know where the Arts Group
Yep.
is, folks?
So they're looking at buying up those parcels there,
That
taking
makes
them,
sense.
taking them down and building condos. So that's the
Okay.
area we're talking about.
Okay.
So
That-
Matt,
Okay,
Sheila, and I met with
how
them.
many condos?
Maybe 60, maybe 80. We're not sure
Okay.
yet.
Do we have room for that many?
If you go up,
We believe, we
you
go up.
do.
I thought we had another project.
We did, south of the bike trail.
Yeah, what happened to them?
So,
They're
They're,
gonna-
they're
that's-
trying to reduce their shoe size, I think, aren't they, Leona?
no, I think so. That's exactly what I'm
Or
thinking.
increase their shoe size maybe, depending on how
Right,
you look at it.
Increase the shoe size.
Well, they're not going to be right next to that project.
no, they'll be north of
North
that.
end,
Well,
But
I'd love to hear more about it, but
Yeah.
at the right time and the right place.
That'll be
We're excited.
the
That'll be 2 more weeks.
Tuesday of next month.
Thank you, Brian.
We'll be here. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Sean, what
Commissioner.
were you going to say?
Okay, right now, I want. Sure, come on.
At the microphone, state your name, please, for the record.
My name is Patrick Daly,
Yes, sir.
and I escaped from Chicago about 3 years ago out here, which the best move I've made in a long time.
Oh, are you related to the Dailies?
No, in fact,
Oh, okay.
if I
When
was,
you
I'd probably-
mentioned Chicago, it got me thinking.
right. No, I spell it D-A-L-Y.
Oh, okay.
So it's a little, no E. But the actual address is 2201 64th Place.
Okay.
There's a big white house there, and then there's 2 duplex buildings.
So you'd be right off the green of
off
the par 3 and then right
Yeah.
along the
You know the
fifth
one.
hole, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a Titleist in your backyard, can I get it back?
So anyway, now, you know Tiggy Arshami, I'm sure.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, on the next street over, which is 62nd Court, he's got his office there.
Right.
We've talked to him this deal we have done is with Dave Brandewee, he's a local attorney here. He's the seller. And we've got 2 phases. We think we can put 3 buildings on his property and 3 on the Arshami property, if we can buy those other houses, which we're in the process of making offers. One has accepted already. if we'd have to talk to you about how high you'd let us go with them. And, but they'd be real nice built, there'd only be 2 condos per floor. So it'd be more of a tower look, that way everybody'd have a great view of the golf course. And it would look, aesthetically good, in the neighborhood.
And that's all R1 over there, isn't it, Sean?
Probably.
Yeah, it is.
What I will caution colleagues, as we heard from Mr. Alvarez, keep in mind that State Road 55 right now is still a state highway. Number 2, and more importantly, it's a 2-lane state highway that has a problem with our existing neighbors in Counselor Neal's ward, I believe, Leona and Margie, with Innsbrook, 65th. And more traffic from this development, more traffic from Mr. Alvarez development, the existing things that are out there in Innsbrook. We're gonna need to plan something, guys.
Well, we're already meeting, so as far as the other.
Stoplight or.
The other
How about if we
development.
put a
here
light
is-
there?
We're meeting,
Yeah.
there's a corridor study, we're meeting with NDOT on that here in a couple
Okay.
weeks.
Okay,
Alright.
good.
Good.
Yeah, they have to get NDOT's blessing, so.
That's gonna be a tough
Yeah.
Very tough.
road to hoe.
Another
We're meeting a
tough
couple
Very much
weeks.
so.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Well-
Well, what we will do is
Thank you
wait
for
till
the-
it
for the
comes to our
taste.
next
We'll see you in
meeting.
June.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I guess we
for
gotta
giving
do
Thank
us
you
a
for
heads
hearing
up.
me.
Yeah.
And I have Steve and Robert looking over everything, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You've already talked to the
Fantastic.
gentleman?
We have, yeah, we've talked, it was last week, we
Yeah.
talked, yeah.
How do the lot sizes look?
Well, it's gonna be condos.
Yeah,
The
they're,
condos, yeah.
yeah, they're gonna go, it depends on how much property that they get. I mean, I don't, if,
How many
Well, he
floors?
said
They're
an
probably
X
gonna have
amount
to
of
get a
condos.
variance from the
Yeah.
How
development
many
to
condos?
go
He says
up.
60 to 80.
60
get-
to 80 condos.
We could probably put about 60 condos
Okay.
legitimate.
How many stories are the condos behind the, what used to be the Mule?
Milt Peterson's?
five
Yeah.
or six.
No, he's only 3 or 4
He's
stories.
only
We just went
3
to a
or
ribbon
4
cutting there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
for the
just
new
put
build,
up
okay,
there
yeah.
red.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
put that
I
up.
think
Those
four,
are
is
4-story over there?
I think those are
Four
4.
4 stories.
Thank you. So,
They're probably gonna have to go through a variance from developmental standards for how far they wanna go up, but, yeah, we'll
yeah,
have
so this is gonna be BZA, this is gonna be us.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while,
you all
okay?
first.
Everything does.
Us,
But get together with Sheila.
Yeah,
Get
this is
everything
great.
organized.
And I just want
Get on
to,
our agenda and then come back.
Ms. Shine did tell me to bring 9 copies, and I screwed it up, so
It happens.
it's on me, so.
We'll
You'll
get
be back in
together.
We
June.
won't hold it against you.
No. Okay, could I have an adjournment of today's
Um,
meeting?
Hang on one second.
in the
There's
audience.
2 people in the audience.
Oh, I thought they were all together.
Yep.
Okay, is there someone else here to speak?
No.
Did you want to talk?
Oh, yeah.
And what about you, sir? Wait, you came about a
Tomorrow
what?
night.
Yeah.
A letter.
So they're not building a new building.
Building where?
Right, yeah. The
For-
meeting is,
Where
Where do you live,
the meeting
sir?
is tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's okay. The
Oh,
meeting
no,
is
it's tomorrow.
Mr. Holtz and the BZA.
Oh, the BZA tomorrow.
No worries.
Okay, you're at the wrong meeting, sir.
You're a day early and,
Yeah. You have to
Learning
be at the
experience.
BZA
Little
tomorrow.
knowledge.
yep.
Okay, folks, well, we'll
Okay,
see you
now
all
in
in
the
a
Motion to
meantime, I will
adjourn.
ask for.
second.
Okay, who did the adjourn? I didn't hear it.
I did.
John?
did.
Okay,
Let's get out of here.
meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.